Hello there, lovely people, it's Alex from Nintendo Life here. Now, if you've been on the internet and you've been looking at Switch stuff, you'll no doubt have come across at some point some custom-looking Joy-Cons, and what lovely things they are indeed. It's really nice to see people's creativity come forth in Joy-Con form. But you know what, all that painting seems like so much hard work. Wouldn't it be easier if you could just buy pre-made shells that are different colours that you could just slap on your Joy-Cons that you currently have? Well, worry not anymore, because if you've seen the thumbnail, you know that they exist. Yes, these are not new or any kind of custom Joy-Cons that I've ordered in any way. These are my original Joy-Cons, and I have put a custom case on them. You can tell they're the originals because they've still got the colour buttons on the SL and SR areas. So what's the point of these? Do they change how they feel? Are they the same high quality as normal Joy-Con cases? Do they give you superpowers? They don't do the last one, but well, let's find out. To install them, you simply have to disassemble your Joy-Con and then reassemble them, but with these suckers in its place. And I'm not going to stand here and tell you how to do that, because there are already so many other videos on the internet that do a far better job than I could, because I was really muddling through when I did this. So I'm instead just going to link to one in the description that I personally used, and you can use that if you don't know what you're doing and you want to install one of these. That's how it works. The actual assembly process is not that straightforward, but nevertheless, if I can do it, I'm sure you can do it, because I'm really not that technically skilled in this regard or anything like that. I've taken a few things apart before, but nothing quite as intricate as this, and it was still fairly straightforward. You will, however, have to remove ribbon cables. It says in the listing, or at least I believe it said in the listing at some point where I bought these from, that you don't have to remove ribbon cables. It's complete nonsense. You have to remove ribbon cables. But you know what? When I put them all back together, it was so worth it. I mean, it took me probably about 4 hours in total, because I really didn't know what I was doing. I'm sure you can do it a lot faster than I can, but the results are so worth it. They look so nice, and to be honest, the feel is very good as well. They don't feel quite as matte as official Joy-Con shells, but you know what? They feel pretty damn close, and considering these are very cheap for what they are, I'd say it's a very good job indeed. However, there are a few problems with these. Yes, when I reassembled these, I started to discover that the molding on these is nowhere near as good as it is in the official Joy-Cons, which is not that surprising at all, and it meant that I had to do a little bit of DIY to get them working properly. For the left Joy-Con, the minus button hole wasn't really big enough, so I had to disassemble the whole thing again, take a file, and just file away a little bit until it could move freely. And now it does. For the right Joy-Con, however, it was a totally different story. The R button was not moving properly at all. I mean, I could press it, but it was not comfortable. There wasn't as much travel as I would like, so I had to disassemble the whole thing, and it took a lot of work to find out what the problem was, and it turns out that there was just a bit of flashing in there that was stopping this from moving up and down, and so once I'd removed that, it was fine, but that did take quite a long time. I can't honestly say that you'll have the same problems that I did, but overall I would still say it was worth it. As much as anything, it was a project, it was fun, and the end result is, it's really nice, and it's nice and cheap. And the best part is, if you change your mind and you want to go back to the originals, you can just keep your old shells. This still uses all the same screws and everything, so you just go back to your old shells. It's totally reversible, which is really nice. The shells also came with these, which I wasn't expecting because it didn't talk about them in the listing, or at least I didn't see it, and it's got a tri-wing screwdriver here which you need to get into the Joy-Con, and then just a normal Phillips head screwdriver there, and then a pair of tweezers which are, you know, really sharp. I don't know why I'm poking my lip. Honestly, they're not great quality, but if you're just going to be doing it for this one Joy-Con set, then this is really handy. It means you don't have to buy any additional tools, which we like. So if you like the look of these and you want them for your Joy-Cons as well, and you're not afraid of a little bit of hard work, think of it as a project, think of it as fun, and it becomes a lot better, then you can check out the listing in the description down below. There'll be United States and there'll be UK as well. In the UK, these cost £12.99, and the United States, they are $18.99, I believe, and they come in various other colours as well. I just like the white the most. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, then why don't you disassemble that subscribe button and then replace it with a new, shiny, different coloured shell, and be sure to check out nintendolife.com for all sorts of lovely Nintendo-related content. Thank you again for watching. Bye-bye.